Hello, this is astrologer coach Sonia Francis, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming new moon, which is on April 21st at 3:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, which is the East Coast time in the U.S., and 12:20 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is the West Coast time in the U.S. Now, this new moon is going to be in Taurus, so it's all about the Tauran energy. And so the Tauran energy is very much about the relationship that we have to the physical plane, the relationship we have to our own bodies, that we have to our planet, Earth, and the resources that we have within our personal lives and the resources that this planet has. So the other thing that Taurus is about is also it's like what do we really value? Like what is important to us? Like what do we want from life, right? What do we want in terms of a physical experience, right? And so the other part of that would also then be like, do we deserve to get what we want? So it's also about self-worth, right? And being able to love ourselves enough so that we can fulfill on some of the things that we want to attract into our lives. So the other thing with Taurus is that it's also very much connected to the senses, hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, all these things. And when we get really connected to our senses and to what's around us in our own environment, to sense our environment, to sense our own bodies, if we get really connected to that, we can feel really grounded and really present within that, and that has a tremendous amount of power. And Taurus is a feminine sign. It's a receptive sign, so it's really about receiving and attracting things into our lives and really being open to connecting to nature around us, to the environment around us, and to our own physical bodies. Now, this new moon in Taurus, this time around, is very much an opportunity to give birth to something inside of us that uses its power to really teach about or protect or sustain life. So we're really needing this right now at this time on our earth, and we've been needing it for quite a while. But this new moon in particular is very strongly focused towards, really making sure that we can take care of our own bodies, that we can take care of this planet, because really this planet is a reflection, is like a bigger reflection of our own personal experience that we have with our own physical bodies, right? It's like as above, so below, as outside, so inside, right? So everything gets reflected back to us, and the relationship that we have to our own bodies gets reflected back to us in terms of what the relationship is that we have to this planet, right? So it's for each one of us. There's really a calling right now for each one of us to understand and to learn about what is it that we can do to take better care of our own physical body and this earth, and how can we know and understand where food comes from, what it is that we put in our bodies. Like, is it something that is healthy, that gives us 100% ability to function properly? Is it imbalanced, with is our intake of food in balance with what we want to do with our lives, how we want to operate, in terms of our physical bodies, and also just being in balance with life in general, with this planet in general. So we need to really ask ourselves, how can we create a better relationship to nature? Can we create a better environment for ourselves? How can we make sure that that we know where our garbage goes, that we don't have genetically engineered foods in the supermarkets, things like that. But we really need to start with ourselves. We need to start with, what is it that's important to me personally, and how can I make that relationship a better relationship? And so this new moon really gives us the opportunity to tap into that. So the new moon is a really great time, right before the new moon and right after the new moon, to kind of get very quiet and tap into your own intuition, and to kind of quiet the mind a little bit, and to just kind of feel into what is the universe trying to tell you about this new moon cycle. And then after the new moon has become exact, it's a great time to just set some powerful intentions that resonate with that energy of the new moon. So, you can write them down, or you can set some intentions just, in your head if you like, whatever feels comfortable to you. But make sure that you set these intentions, after the exact time of the new moon on April 21st in the morning. And then before Sunday, April 22nd at 1:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And these intentions that you set during that time will have a lot of energy behind them. They will have the force of the new moon behind them. So they're very powerful. Now, if you have any questions about setting intentions or about the new moon, please feel free to email me at sonia@astrologercoach.com. That's SONJA@astrologercoach.com. And please always feel free to go to my website and read my weekly blogs. You can also subscribe to them on my website at www.astrologercoach.com/blog. There is a little subscribe window through FeedBurner where you can just put your email address there, and then you get my weekly blogs sent to you every Sunday evening. And they're really helpful. I would really encourage you to read them, because they can really help us navigate through life with a little bit more ease, just to see what energies are coming up, and so we can kind of adapt to that a little bit, and not go against what's happening in the world, but just kind of flow with it nicely. So have a fantastic new moon. Make sure to go within and set some powerful intentions, and I will talk to you very soon. This is astrologer coach Sonia Francis. Goodbye.